This is worth you just sticking around just for this. I guarantee you, this one little tip is going to, I would have to dare say, blow your mind. My glutes are already starting to hurt. Great win last night in New South Wales. Potentially, possibly, actually, it's the best game of Origin I've ever seen, regardless of the score. Just completion rates and pass just all around. All the footy fans will know what I'm talking about. Today, what is today? It's Thursday. Today is Thursday. Jeez, these days are going fast. Yeah, we got a webinar on today. I'm going to show. We've already checked the stats this morning. We're already booked out on that, so that's cool. What we'll do is probably in this episode share some of the golden nuggets that I share in it. All about how to build your brand, how to generate fans and leads, customers from using organic Facebook marketing methods. So to all of you haters out there who go, oh, fans don't mean nothing. No, they don't mean nothing if you can't convert them into leads and then customers. So I'm going to share how we do that. And today we're just finalising all the final pieces, the behind the scenes of launching our next round of our online mastery events. And really excited about that, pumped. So stay tuned for an email or a Facebook post or something. But definitely do what you can to get along to that. We're giving away limited free tickets to that. So there's really no excuse for you not to get your butt there. I think it's important to share our feelings, or else it just comes bottled up and we're like, I'm feeling the time pressure, which in essence is actually transferring over into other things as well. I can feel, and that's the beautiful thing about being self-awareness. Most people are going into these new different things or different parts of their life, and they're not knowing why they're stressed at home. They're not knowing why they can't be with their child in the park and actually throw the frisbee or the football because they're too busy, their mind's being consumed by something else. Like, I know exactly what's consuming it, and it's a matter of just being able to address that. I don't want this vlog to be trying to portray something that it's not. If we're not at the gym at 6 a.m, or if I'm not up at 5 a.m in the morning, or if I'm not still working at 8, 9 at night, I don't want to try and portray something that it's not, Like I said, one of my biggest things is to be and it's going to be the predicament now that I'm going to be juggling, starting another business, is the mix of lifestyle entrepreneur versus, putting in the hard hustle, putting in the time, the effort, the energy, the focus, the dedication, all that stuff needed to grow a new company. Because one thing I'm very aware of is making sure that I'm smelling the roses along the way. I don't want to get into that trap of just Friday comes and I'm like exhausted and all I'm thinking about over the weekend is, oh shit, what are we got to do Monday? Like, I don't want that to be the case. So it's, again, just being aware, being self-aware of that, being able to address those feelings when they pop up. All or nothing doesn't mean all for every single thing, or nothing means you don't get or have anything. All or nothing simply means when you're doing a certain task, you're going all in on it. And when you're doing nothing at home, chilling out, you're doing nothing. So it's finding that balance between that. And I think this is going to be able to show that. This is going to portray that. We're not on airplanes every day. We're not, traveling the world every day, which almost takes an element of the journey that someone's coming on with us. This is the real deal, what we're doing every single day. A lot of the time I'm sitting in that office at the moment. I'm on the phone, I'm making calls. So it's not the most glamorous side of things, but I think it's keeps it real and allows people to be able to connect to the realness. Because when you're starting a new company, you don't have 20, 30, 40, 50 employees where you can just come in and, you have your weekly meeting and, you create the strategy and go on team, away you go. Like, you got to be in the trenches. I got to roll up my sleeves and I've got to make stuff happen as well. Because like I said, this isn't the Brett show, man. Yeah. I could say that to people all the time. They're like, oh yeah, right, but you're on the camera. I get that I'm the person in front of the camera. Yeah. But this serves far more people than my own self needs, the investment that we're putting into this from all currencies, time, effort, energy, focus, and money. For me, there's no turning back right now. The only way this stops is us ending in in a psychiatrist's office because we're just fucking blowing our minds because we can't handle it. That's it. And this is the cold hard truth, you know, and anyone out there who wants to go and produce content like this frequently, daily, all of that, this is the test right here. One thing that we do is we operate probably a little bit differently than a lot of other agencies out there who deliver, you know, I guess similar services. We operate with the concept of, you know, Facebook organic. Okay, that's a methodology that not many businesses use because they try it, well, they'll put a post up and it doesn't get the engagement they want. So it can be time consuming and it's not the most rewarding on the front end. You know, the quickest game to play is the pay to play game. What are we putting out there? What are we doing on a continual basis that is putting your business, your services, your message, your education in front of the people who may not need it right at the second, but when they do, you're going to be the first person that pops in their mind. Again, it's putting the right message in front of the right person, because anyone can create a Facebook ad and go into the Facebook ads manager and go, yep, people who are interested in this, people who are from this place, age 25 to 35, and they submit the order and then they don't get the results, because there's a heap of other variables that go into that. Hence why we look at the Facebook organic and we go, how are we building our audiences so that we can then put the right ad in front of those audiences as well. People who already know, like, and trust us. We, as an organization, need to remain on the cutting edge so we can educate you so you don't have to be at the coal face, okay? We don't need you digging for the coal. Let us dig for the coal and we'll just give you the pieces so you can then go and put the puzzle together. I want to introduce you to what we call the first rule of Facebook. This is worth you just sticking around just for this. I guarantee you, this one little tip is going to, I would have to dare say, blow your mind. And it's not to not talk about Facebook.
The first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
You must pay attention to the data. You must understand what Facebook are actually doing. So if you're putting links in your Facebook post, you are drastically reducing your reach. Okay, write that down, circle it about 50 times. Stop posting links in your Facebook posts. Don't be one of those pages that you're just using cat viral videos just to get fans, because at the end of the day, it's not about fans. Okay, I'm here to tell you that. It's not about how many fans you have. It's about the quality of the fans.
It makes the channel look so much more slick too when there's multiple videos on there.
Oh yeah, of course it does. It's fucking ninja. I think I might come up with a tighter headline on these. You know, something that's gonna get someone to go, yep, I wanna fucking get all over that. What I was thinking was that could be red.
Red.
Like YouTube.
What's your thoughts on promoting like to multiple pages at the same time? Would you say it's better to stagger it like throughout the day?
No.
Why is that?
It's I'm trying to come up with a metaphor, a metaphor, but I don't have any. Look, it's basically you just got to give it as big a push as you can at the start, give it traction. Yeah, the reality is there's nothing stopping you sharing it multiple times on your page. Again, people think they create content once and that's it and it can never be used. It's like, once we start getting more and more of these episodes coming through, you know, in another week or another 2 weeks, we could reshare episode 1 on a Tuesday, even though episode 8 comes out on that Tuesday, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Like, you can repurpose your content as well. So I think you got to give it as much traction as you can at the start, because that'll help the organic organic Facebook bots to be able to do its thing. We've got date night tonight. We're going to go and watch reruns of All or Nothing. Emily's really looking forward to that. Hello, Brett Campbell here, sitting on my swivelly seat, swiveling around. What I'm doing tomorrow is 10 a.m. I'm going to jump on here and I'm going to give an hour of my time where I want to be able to answer as many questions as I possibly can. So whatever stage you are in business, if you're in the startup phase or if you're in the building or if you're at the position where you just want to scale to the next levels, jump on, ask your questions. If you can't make it tomorrow, what I would suggest you do is put your question in the comments here, and I'll feature you in the show. Thanks for jumping on right now, but tomorrow 10 a.m. Be there or be square. Well, why don't we put a mural of me up on that wall? Yeah. And it'll be something cool. Like if it's a mural, I think a mural that connects to the Unleash Your Greatness stuff, because that's the ultimate pillar of everything we do. Like I want a lion, a big lion coming out of the wall. Why don't we just get a real stuffed lion? Get a real, actually that would be cool. Imagine having animals in the, oh no, actually that would turn off our animal friendly viewers. It'd actually be cool to have a massive, like this whole entire wall would be cool if it was filled with stuff. Then we'll have to knock down that wall and film through there so we can capture the whole wall. That's our goals. But I've got to do one more thing here to finalize and formalize the Campbell Media Group. So I don't think we announced the actual name officially, but ta-da! It's the Campbell Media Group coming to a computer near you. Watch out. You're going to want to utilize our services here. It's game changing. Geez, man, every day just seems to blur into one. Oh, I had a webinar today. That was cool. Had a webinar and got to serve a heap of people, so that was fantastic.
Yep. Content day tomorrow.
It's content day tomorrow. We're going to smash it out. It's funny, we've been saying content for the last 3 days. I'm not sure if they've made them into the previous videos, so if they don't, then that doesn't need to either. But yeah, we're going to make it happen. Tomorrow, some great content. Don't know what we're going to do for a set yet, but we'll do something. It'll be special.